What are the top 5 supports that work well with any ADC? Let's talk about it. And today I am here with Stunt, the Challenger support player. Stunt, hello.
Hello.
Alrighty, so we're talking about the top 5 supports for any ADC. So these supports are going to be able to, I believe, heal, but also supply some sustain in laning phase, as well as just help the ADC just be able to make it to that late game. Would you say those are the characteristics of this top 5?
For sure, those are all good qualities. I think what's important is that you think about what different ADCs want to accomplish. You know, there's some that want to just play back in scale, and there's some that want to be aggressive in lane and have to snowball through lane. These supports need to be able to do both.
I think starting out at number 5, one of those supports with those qualities is Soraka. I feel like Soraka, with her silence, she can definitely stop engages, stop dives, but also provide some sustain if necessary to make sure that the ADC just doesn't die quickly. Unlike if we were to say somebody who's purely engaged, maybe like a Leona, who only sees the green light. She never sees red. So how do you feel about that?
I love Soraka on this list. I think no ADC doesn't want a heal, you know. Heals are always valuable, and Soraka's laning is also very good, but she can also play to scale if she has to. I think she will work in aggressive lanes, like a Soraka Draven would be powerful. But she can also work with like an Ezreal, you know, play it safe, farm.
Very true. And she scales a late game Soraka. She's got 1,000,000 HP. She can give her team 1,000,000 HP. If you don't kill her, the team's gonna live forever.
Exactly.
How do you feel about that Leona statement? Do you agree in a sense that like Leona is probably only good with some ADCs, maybe not all?
I do agree with that. It didn't used to always be this way, but as of late, there's a lot of anti-diving champions, especially like Heimerdinger, which has recently popped up after Worlds, and Renata. I think with these new additions to the game, it's a lot harder to play dive champions.
Okay, so coming in at number 4, who do you have for number 4 on your list, Stunt?
At number 4, I have Rakan. And the reason why is because I feel like Rakan can play both an engaged style and also an enchanter style. You know, he has the heals and the shields, but he also has knockup. And you know,
true.
He can play to roam, but he can also just play to babysit his ADC in lane. He's a very well-rounded champion.
I love that actually, and that's so true. Like, I don't know why, but as an ADC, I always forget that Rakan has a heal and a shield until we're actually in the game. All I think about is his knockup and his charm. So yeah, you're so right. Like, he has a little bit of that sustain and can play to peel, or he can play to engage, which is really fun for if you really want to go aggro like all of a sudden. So yeah, I agree with that 100%. Okay, so number 3, and you can fight me on this if you want to, but I put Taric. Like, I don't know, I think Taric is kind of like sleeper OP because he has heals, which is a lot. Like, he heals a lot. He has shields, but his ultimate, like, I just have like hard eyes whenever I see Taric ultimate. How do you feel?
Taric is a solid pick, and there is definitely a place and time for him. I'm not sure if I like him with all ADCs, but okay, I could see him always being useful in a game. I think my issue with Taric is he's a little bit weak against other enchanters. You could find yourself getting bullied pretty hard in lane, but that ulti...
it's a nice ulti, right?
It's a nice pretty good ulti, you know? I'm always down for 2.5 seconds of invulnerability, so...
Yes!
You know what?
Okay,
I approve.
Let me ask you this while we're on the topic of Taric. Would you rather play Taric or Zilean? Because Zilean also has that revival on his ulti. Do you think Taric is better, or do you think Zilean would be better with every ADC?
Zilean's better if you're looking to peel people, but Taric is good for more like engaged dive comps where everyone goes in at once, you know, Nocturne or Jarvan going in with the Taric ultimate.
I like that. Thank you for explaining that.
Who
did you have as number 3?
For number 3, I have Lulu. I just think Lulu is she's good at everything. I don't think she's amazing at any one thing, but I do think she's good enough at everything to where she can kind of match with whatever her ADC wants to do. Like if they want to play aggressive, she can go like aggressively pressing E on them and slowing them, poly, or use the W to speed up people, Whimsy. Or she can peel, she can be polymorph, and she can be ulti, you know, and she can be shield ally, you know. She's just all reliable. She's got to be on this list.
I really like that. All reliable for sure. I feel like if you pick Lulu with any ADC, like you can't go wrong. Okay, so who do you have as your number 2?
For number 2, I have Renata. She is a bit new. I do think she is nice because not only is she good late game, like she has no problem scaling with her ultimate. She can play enchanter style with like she goes Shurelias and she can go like enchanter items. She can play aggressive with her Q, like you can flash Q at level 2 with the Draven. You can also just play back and peel with your E and your W, you know. She can play both styles, and so I feel like she would go well with any ADC for that reason.
I think Renata is really good, especially if you have somebody like maybe Jinx or somebody who just really needs to get one kill to pop off. Renata is great. Maybe you even have a Samira where she needs to get more style points up. Renata gives ADCs that time to get kills off and to possibly not die. I agree. Renata is really great with any ADC. All right, so now let's get into number 1, the number 1 support that is really good with any ADC. Okay, so I put Lulu. Who did you put?
I put Nami.
Yes. Okay, Nami was my number 2. Nami was my number 2. Okay, so period.
So our number 1 and 2 are kind of similar.
Yeah. Exactly. 3. Why Nami?
Nowadays, they do the Emax build, and what this does is it makes sure that anything you buff up becomes stronger. You just press E on them, you get the Imperial Mandate, and no matter what they do, they will be better with Nami.
Oh, period.
And it can be an ADC, it can be like even like an APC bottom, like a Karthus. Like it will go well with anything. Nami is just going to be a very important pick for supports to play going into season 13. I think she is just valuable for any comp, any bot lane.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I didn't even think of that. Like Nami being used to support APCs. So she's truly great for any bot lane. She's truly the support. Nami stands, Nami mains, I need you to sound off in the comments because it's your time. It's time to represent. Absolutely. All right, well, that wraps up the top 5 supports for any ADC. Let me know if you like this video and what support did we miss. Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much, Stunt, for being a part of the video and supplying your challenger knowledge. Where can everybody find you?
It's gonna be Stunt on Twitch and TikTok, and just glad to be on again.
Yay! Thank you so much. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget, I stream every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/MissChamCham. Until the next one, love you, bye.